A very good evening, all of you. Hello, all of you. How are you all doing? What's up? Welcome to another episode of Boost Your Vocabulary with Srivastava. I hope you're all doing good. Hi, Anjali. Hello, Hiteshi. Hi, Ayushi. Zenetsu. Hi, Sahil. Niman, Arohi. How are you all doing? कुछ लोगों को मैं कुछ टाइम पहले कुछ घंटों पहले मिली थी. I just met a couple of you earlier. Khushi, Bhavyanshi, Kshray, Shubhankar, Darshna. How are you all? Good. Good evening, Pragnya, Pallav, Tanvish. I am perfectly fine. I am absolutely good. And fine. Good. 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 Very good. आज का this thing vocab booster is basically like a roller coaster. Like it's sad, happy, sad, happy, sad, happy. Okay. Also, then I think the mentee will also be the same. Sad, happy, whatever. Like that. Without speak में ज़्यादा अच्छे लगते हो आप. Thank you, but this is just so I look older. That's all that it is, really. I mean, and yeah, that's pretty much it. My first class. So welcome, Shailendra. Welcome to Boost Your Vocabulary. I think you're gonna have fun here, and I hope you have fun. We're gonna start with the first word. Okay, first word, like I said, it's gonna be a roller coaster. So कुछ अच्छी चीजें होंगी, कुछ बुरी होंगी, वैसे वाला. Okay, and I think we're gonna do idioms as well. We'll see. So first word is cloistered. लोगों को young लगना होता है, आपको old यार. I think yeah, I'm on the other end of the spectrum. Like if I look too young, then you'd be like, "Ma'am, हमारी age की है." So I don't want that to happen. I want you to feel कि okay, the teachers teaching us is old enough, basically. ठीक है. First, the next is new to yeah. I think that's what I felt because I hadn't seen your name. Monday को history paper है. So that means when I'm going to see you on Monday, you're not going to be very happy or maybe too happy. So yeah, काफी डेडिकेशन है आप में. Perfect. चलो पहला वर्ड सुनते हैं. Listen to this song, okay, and then tell me cloistered का मतलब क्या हो सकता है. Okay, here you go. Listen and then we'll discuss. Okay, what do you think cloistered means? The mentee. So being alone, right? Being away from the world is what cloistered basically means. Being alone, being lonely, being away from the world, living under a rock, that kind of a situation is cloistered, okay? Somewhat like an alienation or an isolation, solitude भी कह सकते हैं. Wonderful. Specs के साथ भी आप हमारी एज के ही लग रहे हो. That's just the irony of life, I guess. But तुम बताओ तुम कहाँ थे? Where were you on 14th Feb? Why didn't you attend my YouTube session that day? We are guessing. We have multiple guesses for that. We just want your confirmation here. So yeah, cloistered means कल मैंने आपकी कंप्लेन कर दी आशीष सर से मेंटी क्विज अच्छे नहीं बनाते आप. मैं ठीक है यार, कोई बात नहीं, देख ली दोस्ती, देख लिया प्यार. I'm being too dramatic या बता के how it is. कुछ नहीं कर सकते. Somebody has to play the bad cop. Unfortunately, it's me. It's just sad, but it's true. मैम मैं बीमार हो गया हूँ. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope Menti makes you feel better. But be very careful about your बीमारी, okay? I feel कि opposite है. अच्छा, फिर ठीक है. You love Menti sessions. सच किया. कुछ भी कर लो. कोई भी एक बार सीधे में नहीं बोलेगा. It's always like, yeah, it's always subjective. तो कि bad person बन के selection करा दो, good person हो जाए. Very smart. I like that. I think that's what it is. ठीक है, I'll take that deal. Love the way you teach. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so cloistered seem to give confirmation was हाँ मतलब मुझे वही लग रहा था exactly what we all felt Aryan, and because there was nobody crying about Menti that day. ठीक है. Okay, so cloistered is away from clusters. Clusters, crowd, away from crowd. That's the kind of feeling that you get when you have cloistered. Cloistered then would mean to be away from the outside world, to be sheltered, sequestered, secluded, isolated, thoda sa alag, living under a rock, basically, not very aware of what is around you, okay, not very aware of all of those things. That's cloistered. So he has had a cloistered upbringing. That means he's had an upbringing जो कि बहुत ही अलग थी. He was alone. He did not have a lot of experience in interaction with the other people in the world. That's cloistered. Okay, so जब आप when you're supposed to be away from the world, say that's cloistered. So होता है ना कि अच्छा बहुत ज्यादा इसको we say that okay ये बहुत ही अपने घर में ही रहा है. He has not really spoken to a lot of people, not had worldly interaction with people. That's cloistered. Okay, that means being sequestered, sheltered, अकेला, lonely, a little away from the world. That is cloistered. So that's an adjective because we're describing the upbringing, saying how is the upbringing? The upbringing is cloistered, so it's an adjective, right? That's our first one. Kept cloistered by the keepers. Huh, basically, yes. So they're kept away. So that's the first word. That was cloistered. Let's go to the next one, which is plaintive. Like I said, अभी वो तन्हाई तन्हाई वाला सीन चल रहा था. अभी हम और ज्यादा sad चीजें सुनेंगे. Hi Harshal. So now this is plaintive. Let's listen to this. You need to tell me the mood of the song, okay? यहाँ पे you have to explain the mood of the song to me and then we will discuss.
छन से जो टूटे कोई सपना, जग सुना सुना लागे, जग सुना सुना लागे, कोई रहे ना जब अपना, जग सुना सुना लागे, जग सुना सुना है.
Right, so what is the mood of the song? What do you think? Is it happy, sad, extremely sad, very breakup का mood है, super sad है, broken, okay, heartbroken sort of mood, sad hai. So plaintive is basically, yes, sorrowful. So plaintive is exactly that. When you're talking about plaintive, the word senti, huh? So plainly negative, like you're feeling very negative, that's plaintive, right? So sounding really sad, very mournful, doleful, wistful, melancholic, sorrowful. Okay, and I think there's this other word which you, I don't know, have done it or not. It's called lugubrious. Right, lugubrious also means really sad, really doleful, बहुत ही upset. Okay, wretched is another word that you can keep with you. That those are words that you can think for plaintive. Melancholic also, yes. Literally, the song when most of students will get in. I am. Acha, oh, so you will also be getting that. Don't worry. With all the rest of the people, you'll also be getting it. Lachrymose, ha, theek hai. That's also good. Lachrymose. So all of this means sad, extremely sad and sorrowful. Dukh, that pira kasht. Exactly. Basically, all of that is plaintive. Okay, wo be gone. Very important. I love this word. So wo be gone also. Correct. मैम क्या होगा बोर्ड्स को आईपीएम का आप सब में अच्छे अच्छे नंबर आएंगे बेटा ओम अभी तो वैसे ही आपकी यू नॉट वेल उसके बाद यू वरिंग अबाउट दीज थिंग्स अभी वन स्टेप एट अ टाइम प्रेपरेशन अच्छी कर लो एग्जाम अपने आप निकल जाएगा अच्छा will not get IIM अच्छा हाँ ठीक है right that is okay but you still get IIM at it okay so he spoke in a plaintive tone which means the tone was sad sorrowful melancholic tones the noun so plaintive would be an adjective other than that ful ful ic all of those are telling us ous all of those are telling us that it's a um an adjective. I will never forget Wobigon the way you explained it. And that's exactly why I love the word also. Like that's one of the most fun mnemonics ever. Desolate, disconsolate, wistful. Correct. All three of them correct. So those were that. Let's go to the next word is intemperate. आज ही पता नहीं कौन सी class में somebody said no yesterday's class somebody said Brooklyn Nine-Nine बेकार है. And I felt it काफी मतलब काफी बुरा लगा मुझे. Can you explain it here too? वो भी गॉन के लिए बेटा अब है वो भी गॉन इज लाइक आपको बहुत मुश्किल से एक गर्लफ्रेंड मिली ओके और कुछ दिनों बाद वो भी gone. So how will you feel? You will feel sad, extremely, disconsolate as they say. बहुत ही desolated feel करोगे. That is वो भी gone. So एक girlfriend मिली वो भी gone. So that's how you'll feel. That is, they're all synonyms. Yes, barbarous was one of the most fun words. Barbarous. हाँ, when I explained you barber का story. Okay, now in I'll never forget. Yeah. Alright, so intemperate. We'll watch this and sharing this says he'll be happy. काफी अलग system है बेटा आपका. I mean, I would like to be like you, but I'm sure nobody here will be able to be that. Okay, watch this intemperate and then we'll discuss.
One can't hurt. Take my breath away. Take my breath away.
Okay, they started eating literally दो हाथ से, right? They started with one hand, but they now are like eating दोनों हाथ से, and then आगे we get to know that some years down the line they've gotten really fat and extremely dumb because they've had so much food, especially so much chicken wings, right? So they've had so much chicken wings. Intemperate is the word for it. This is where Bobicon really hits, it doesn't it, right? Um, Young Skull and Hitchcock was this exactly the whole. The video's name is "What the hell happened to Hitchcock and Scully?" They were the hunks, and then you know what the rest happened. So, intemperate is the way they were eating, or is the way that they have been eating throughout, the entire of the series, which is not with any control. So no self control is intemperate. So in is a negative root word. Temperate could be moderate, like moderation में खाना. So intemperate would be moderation में नहीं करना कोई चीज. Extremely inordinate level पे करना, inordinate, inappropriate levels पे कोई चीज करना, that is intemperate. So overindulgence into anything, okay, that is intemperate. When I say something that somebody shows little to no self control, मतलब कोई self control है ही नहीं, वो पूरा completely indulged है. Immoderate है, that means there is again no moderation, कोई medium level पे कुछ नहीं कर रहा है, सब extreme level पे है, that's intemperate. हमें भी Zoom meeting में बुला लो, मैं तो बहुत ready हूँ, हमेशा ही ready हूँ. We'll have to plan, make a group and then do that. Don't think they're dumb style in his pocket detectives when they want to be. Only when they want to be, and that's very rare. Like I've only seen them probably solve 2 or 3 cases in the whole of it. Arpit, this is a series called Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's on Netflix. Okay. So he had intemperate outbursts in the party. That means he had such huge, um, no self-control wale outbursts. That is intemperate. Okay. It's an adjective because we're describing how these outbursts were. Okay. Next पे चलते हैं. Fourth. The word is nebulous. Okay. So I want you to tell me यहाँ पे ना when Deepika, oh God, Deepika talks to Shah Rukh Khan in this whole of the scene, Shah Rukh Khan says something. You need to tell me, is Deepika really able to understand what he's saying or not? So is what he's saying, is that understandable or intelligible?
तो तुम मेरा वो हिस्सा हो जिसके बिना मैं बिल्कुल अधूरा हूँ.
नाम क्या है तुम्हारा?
नाम तो वही है जो हमेशा शांति से जुड़ा रहता है. ओम शांति से पहले, शांति के बाद.
Okay.
देखो
Stream अटक रहा है. Okay. That's odd. Is it okay now? It's fine now. Okay. So, okay. So here, did you see, was she able to understand? Was she able to understand what he's saying? कुछ समझ में आया उसको? वैसे पता नहीं कुछ बोले जा रहा था. Oh, that's only when I play videos. Okay. So the way he was talking, मुझे हमेशा connection ही खराब लगता है. Vague है, hazy है, right? Really not. I नहीं समझ में आ रहा, waffle कर रहा है. Exactly. So nebulous is when something is not clear. तो imagine करो कि आपने एक clear transparent water में नींबू डाल दिया. Okay, so then what happens to it is वो unclear हो जाता है, right? A clear transparent water, उसमें नींबू का रस डाल दिया तो उसमें that becomes unclear, hazy, right? That is nebulous. So nebula is actually a cluster of stars. So if you look at the picture of a nebula, you would see that it's actually like very hazy, almost like foggy. It doesn't look like it's stars anymore. It looks like कि बहुत सारा धुआं है. So that's where the words come from. ओके, सो ऐसे भी याद रख सकते हैं, नींबू के रस से भी याद रख सकते हैं. दोज, राइट, hilarious in the video. So vague, unclear, hazy, amorphous. Amorphous मतलब without a defined form या shape. ठीक है, so if something जैसे भूत, um, that's amorphous. Like there is no, you must have done amoeba. Amoeba doesn't have a defined shape, so it's amorphous. Right? Ambiguous, obscure, unintelligible. मतलब चीजें जो ज्यादा समझ में ना आए, not easily understood. Also something that can be hazy, blurry, that is also another thing, that's also nebulous. So अगर weather, let's say weather is really foggy, अभी चल भी रहा था, दिल्ली का weather was very foggy, very smoggy. So the air was nebulous. Okay, and the air. Okay, able to hear me now? Thank you. I am alive. Yes. Good. So nebulous was that. Okay, nebulous was unclear, hazy, all of that. Okay. So when we were talking about Delhi ki hawa, it's it's nebulous. Hawa is nebulous. Okay. No, it's not my Wi-Fi. Yaar. This isn't my Wi-Fi. This is streaming my issue. Okay. देखो एक बार, अच्छा adjective है ये, because we're describing the concept, missing how is this concept. It's unclear. Okay, देख लो वीडियो.
लेकिन उन सब में से किसी ने भी मेरे लिए ऐसा कुछ नहीं किया जो तुमने एक अजनबी होकर किया है.
मैं तुम्हारे लिए अजनबी हूँ, लेकिन मेरे लिए तो तुम मेरा वो हिस्सा हो जिसके बिना मैं बिल्कुल अधूरा हूँ.
नाम क्या है तुम्हारा?
नाम तो वही है जो हमेशा शांति से जुड़ा रहता है. ओम. शांति से पहले, शांति के बाद.
देखो.
So I guess that was nebulous. His speech was absolutely nebulous for Deepika. मैम आपने Wi-Fi को वॉच किया? अरे मेरे Wi-Fi में नहीं है issue. This isn't my Wi-Fi. Okay, last word is gauche. Okay, gauche देखते हैं and then we will discuss. Here you go. And then you're going to obviously describe this Shah Rukh Khan in this particular video to me. That will be what gauche is. Okay, here you go.
तुम
सर.
बैठो बैठो. नए हो?
यस सर.
अरे तो आराम से बैठो ना.
आई एम ओके सर.
रिलैक्स रिलैक्स.
आई एम ओके, थैंक यू.
नहीं, ये कोई शिक्षा का मंदिर थोड़ी ना है. ये तो क्लब है ना? क्लब है ना? पाँव ऊपर रखो.
नहीं सर.
नहीं, आई इंसिस्ट. पाँव तो तुम्हें ऊपर रखना ही पड़ेगा. प्लीज ऊपर रखो ना.
पाँव. हाँ.
कम ऑन प्लीज.
ओके, इफ यू इंसिस्ट सर, आई विल कीप माय.
हाउ डेयर यू. हाउ डेयर यू. तुम्हारी हिम्मत कैसे हुई? अभी तुम्हें ठिकाने पर लगाता हूं मैं.
सर ये.
कम विथ मी टू द प्रिंसिपल.
सर आपकी थूक मुंह पे.
फॉलो मी. आई सेड फॉलो मी.
सर आप आगे चलेंगे तो मैं आपको फॉलो करूंगा ना.
अच्छा, ये भी तुम मुझे सिखाओगे? कम ऑन एंड क्वाइट.
Okay, how would you describe gauche, or how would you describe Shah Rukh in this video? Naive, okay. Sarcastic. inexperienced, huh? Basically, right? So gauche, you'd see, is actually very awkward, right? He does not really know how to handle the situation per se. So gauche is basically very, very awkward, right? Somebody who's unsophisticated, socially awkward, so he doesn't know how to behave. I think ये सब लोग ही, हम में से सब लोग will relate. Gauche people are socially awkward. ठीक है, urging me to binge these movies now. To describe Shahrukh as very, oh, हाँ वो भी, but also very, very awkward, right? So imagine like when somebody tells you you have to come to party and you'll enjoy or you're awkward. If you're socially awkward, you're like, oh gosh, why? Why do I have to go out? Why do I have to leave the house? Why do I have to not get in bed? And why do I have to be socially awkward? And etc. That's gosh. Okay, so if you have those kinds of thoughts in your head every time somebody invites you for something outside of your house, you're gosh. So unsophisticated, socially awkward, gawky, inexperienced, well behind the years. So basically, not very, very, not very worldly, not very that kind of thing. So that is that. Introvert कह सकते हैं. So he's a shy and gauche teenager, like an awkward teenager. Teenager उसको ज्यादा कुछ पता नहीं है life के बारे में. Bashful कह सकते हैं. So it's an adjective. We're describing the teenager. We're saying how is the teenager? The teenager is gauche. Okay. So that those were our words for the day. I'm going to probably skip idioms today because I think network में थोड़ा सा issue हो सकता है. So I'm not going to keep it longer and I'm going to very quickly take you to the menti bit though. Menti I can't skip क्योंकि मुझे जानना है कि how much more can you think I'm the bad guy or the bad girl or the bad cop, whatever. Socially anxious. Acetone कह सकते हैं, yes. Okay. Here you have to go to menti.com for all of those who are joining in for the first time. Go to menti.com on your website. Okay, और उसके बाद the code I'm sending on the group, and you put that code in the menti.com thing, 27813923, 27813923. So for all of those who are joining in for the first time, you have to go to menti.com. Menti.com पे code डालोगे आप, तो आप you'll be able to enter the quiz, and then you will have to answer questions. Honestly, आज का menti not very difficult यार. कुछ ऐसे questions हैं जो हम पहले भी discuss कर चुके हैं, so it's more like revision to certain extent. और बस और क्या चाहिए? Gotta go for today. Sorry. Good night and thank you. Okay, bye. देख लेना, but make sure you're attempting these questions or looking at the video again, just for the questions. Okay. I see that every time. ऐसा नहीं है. The code I've sent, Anjali, I've sent the code on the chat. See, मेरे नाम से आया होगा. चलो, I'm gonna wait for one more minute and then we will begin. एके बज गया. Is it एके बज गया या फिर एके भाग गया जानबूझ के? But actually no, I wouldn't. It's not. I think it's all good. Even if you don't know the answers to these questions, it's fine because at the end of the day, the whole idea is learning something new, right? रुको, somebody please. आपके कोड नहीं दिखता मुझे. अच्छा, मेरा कोड नहीं दिखता क्यों यार? ऐसे क्यों? Somebody then send it one more time. Okay, 27813923. That's the code. 2781. Already sent. Why do I not see it? Okay. That's the code. I'm writing it here. 27813923. So join in. Shreya has also sent. You just want to win. अरे मतलब इतना भी प्रेशर मत डालो ना खुद पे. बस सीखने का पॉइंट रखो क्योंकि at the end of the day ये चीजें एग्जाम में काम आएंगी. Okay. चलो तनिष्का, go to menti.com वेबसाइट पे जाओ, menti.com, उसके बाद कोड एंटर कर दो, चैट पे कोड है, you'll be able to join. So first question for all of you. First question is, which of the following means share the gossip? Spill the pearls, spill the tea, spill the sass. अब मैं इससे ज्यादा नहीं इजी बना सकती थी, ठीक है? मतलब you really need to thank me for this. बहुत आसान बना रही हूँ मैं. I'm not even kidding anymore. So spilling the beans is when you're giving away secret. Okay, beans would mean something you shouldn't have said, something that was supposed to be a secret. That's spilling the beans. Spilling the tea, या फिर give me some tea, is when you want the person to share some gossip. Not necessarily a secret, but like something that's a gossip. So that's the difference. Okay, it's like a Gen Z slang, right? Okay, spilling the sass जितने लोगों ने लिखा है, that's not the answer. Spilling the sass is a handle for some influencer. So in terms of your leaderboard, we have somebody called Metal on top, then Rishit, Ayushi, Sana, Ishmi, Ryan. Okay. Aksham tried, imagine losing. And Carl Gustav. Alright. When it's raining cats and dogs, it means it's raining heavily. Okay. Next question. Question number 2. He gave a piece of dash advice which helped her. We've done this earlier. Disinterested, uninterested, my difference. Oh God, okay. So when we talk about disinterested, it's unbiased. Okay, it's unbiased. It is non-partial. So it's like completely ऐसे वाली advice जहाँ पे you're just thinking about what's right and what's wrong. You're not thinking of कि okay ये मेरी side पे है या मुझे इसकी side लेनी चाहिए. Uninterested means you're not interested or not really नहीं interest ही नहीं है इसमें. That is what this is. So if it says it was a piece of advice that helped her, it'll obviously be a piece of advice that's unbiased, non-partial, very to the point, right? It can't be a piece of advice that's uninterested. That doesn't make sense. The answer is B, or the second one's the answer. Let's go to the next point, which is the leaderboard. So in terms of our leaderboard, we are looking at, so now some names have changed on the leaderboard. Metal still on top. Then imagine losing second. Then Sanskriti, Carl, Neeman, Anirudh, Aryan, Arjun, Cake, and Chavi. Third question. अभी नहीं, अभी I'll ask last में. ये मुझे भी पता है अभी आएगा. But these are easier. Like coming ones are going to be easier. Which part of the sentence has an error? If he calls me, then I'll request him to take the matter with someone else. Okay. I mean, if he calls me, कोई issue नहीं है इसमें. To take up the matter में क्या issue हो सकता है? With someone else, also no error. Whenever you have the word if in the statement, you don't use then with it. Okay. If के साथ then नहीं लगता. So the correct sentence would be, if he calls me, I will request him to take up the matter with someone else. If के साथ then नहीं लगता. This is a major mistake that a lot of us do. But always remember that if will not use then in the same statement. To take the matter with someone else. No, take up the matter. When you say take up the matter, that means discuss or bring up. Take the matter to someone else would make sense. That's the correct statement. कि इस matter को किसी और के पास ले जाओ. So take the matter to someone else. So you'd have needed to there. Take up the matter means discuss the matter with someone else. Okay. Understood? So if के साथ then नहीं लगता is what you need to remember always. So whenever you're using if and when to if and then together, you're making grammatical error. अब चलते हैं leaderboard पे. 19 of you have answered this correctly though, and 44 of you have not. Would instead of will, that's interchangeable. Doesn't really matter. It's not a grammatical error. Metal is still on top. Who is metal? Then Sanskriti, Yash Arjun, Ryanite for life. Who's Ryanite for life? Then there's Aishmeen. Imagine losing Love Betrayed, Thanos, and Saksham. My God, what names you come up with. Okay. Imagine losing is losing. Not technically losing. He's still, she still on the leaderboard at least. Next पे चलते. Question number 4. He lost his dash in business. Jacket, coat or shirt? Arohi is. Acha, okay. Like, losing your shirt is basically when you're losing everything. Losing your shirt is losing all your money, या फिर all your possessions. That's an idiom, okay? It's an idiom. Okay. So, idiom is he lost his shirt. He lost his shirt मतलब सब कुछ गवा दिया. Anything and everything that he possessed, he lost. Lost his coat मतलब I know that business है तो कोट मन कर रहा होगा बोलने का, but the idiom is losing your shirt. Shirt stands for money and possession. ठीक है? Sorry. Leaderboard. At least you get to learn a new idiom. यार कैसी बातें कर रहे हो? Left the quiz. First के अलावा सारे गलत है. 0 correct now and make us. Democracy is been proven. See, metal is still on top. Who's metal? Then Aishmi, Sanskriti, Yash, Anirudh, Nandini, Arjun, Arohi, Sana, and Imagine losing. Next question. Question number 5. I think it's easy. Fifth one's easy. So the fifth question is, which of the following doesn't mean a state of confusion? Which one doesn't mean a state of confusion? Doesn't. Pell-mell and helter-skelter both mean confusion. So the class is in pell-mell or the class is helter-skelter. Both mean that the class is at the moment in a state of confusion. क्या चल रहा है, क्या हो रहा है, मुझे कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा. That's absolute chaos. That's pell-mell. That's helter-skelter. Hocus pocus is nonsense बातें करना, waffling, कुछ भी बोलना. Okay. Hocus pocus means कुछ भी बोलना, कुछ भी nonsense बातें करते रहना, waffle करना. अभी जैसे शाहरुख खान जी कर रहे थे. That is hocus pocus. So answer is A, and 12 of you have answered this correctly, 47 of you have not. Helter skelter, pell-mell both mean state of confusion. Remember that. At 6s and 7s is another idiom that you can use. अरे मत यार ऐसे मत बोलो. अच्छा एटलीस्ट कुछ सीख रहे हो ना यार, ऐसे तो नहीं चलता. So I want to know who this metal person is really. Like answer this person's correct. Akshat, are you serious? This is you? If that's the case, I mean, congratulations because you've answered all the questions correctly. My God. Aishmin second year Thanos, then SK Sanskriti Niyati, Tweeto, Yash, Anirudh, and Nandini. Okay. लास्ट है इजी नहीं है लास्ट वाला ध्यान से करना ठीक है लो वॉच एंड सी ध्यान से करना इज ऑल आई कैन से फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन ध्यान से डोंट बी इन अ हरी Thank you. Okay, good. So he. All right. I hope you've got this one right. ठीक है. सब मेटल है. हाँ, हाँ, अब सब मेटल हो जाएंगे. I can't even. Not even asking anymore. But diffuse करना. Diffuse. Fuse को हटाना. So ये fuse से याद रखो कि diffuse basically is D is a negative root word here. And fuse would then mean कि bomb का fuse खत्म करना. Diffuse is actually like एक जगह से scatter होना, right? That's diffusing or diffusal of light किया है आपने, light diffuses. So scattering is diffuse as in the first one, and defuse मतलब bomb को ठीक करना. Oh no, my streak broke. So that means you were able to answer this question, right? Okay. चलो finally अब लीडर बोर्ड पे चलते हैं 31 if you have पहली बार in some question we have a majority and also has correctly answered metal has incorrectly answered this oh but metal is still on top metal is one who is metal I am not even going to answer this question this anymore because you guys are being ridiculous about this. SK second, Thanos, Aishmin, Sanskriti, Yash, Anirudh. Then I'm not able to read this. Lala Bhai, Yadav Bhai, Arjun and Rishit. Okay. ठीक है तो that's pretty much all. I am not metal yaar. नहीं. I don't do this. So that's all for the day. I hope you had fun थोड़ा बहुत and take care of yourselves, be good, and I hope you get back to this question, to all these questions and everything that you've learned from it. Take care of yourselves, be good, stay safe, and good night. Bye.